Harley-Davidson is bucking generations of branding by entering the electric motorcycle market with the Livewire, a 105 horsepower sport bike capable of hitting 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds with 146 miles of range. Compared to gas-powered bikes, none of those specs might sound impressive. However, the Livewire's electric motor allows Harley to provide traction, safety features, and riding ease not possible with an internal combustion engine. Harley named their permanent magnet motor the Revelation. It's wrapped in a stylish liquid-cooled jacket and mounted longitudinally at the bottom of the cast aluminum frame. In fact, it sits below the height of the front and rear wheel hubs. This gives the Livewire's 549 pounds a very low center of gravity, which not only aids in transitions, but also makes the bike easier to balance when at a complete stop or pushing it up a ramp. It also reduces traction-robbing rear wheel lift when braking hard, making the standard cornering enhanced anti-lock braking system even more effective. 100% of the Revelation's torque is available at 0 RPM, which is why the Livewire also offers wheelie control and drag torque slip control to ensure you can put all of that torque into acceleration. However, Harley-Davidson doesn't want to be your nanny. A thumb button on the left grip lets you instantly disable computer interventions whenever you want more control over how high that front wheel gets. With only 1 gear ratio and no need for a clutch, there's no shift peg or lever on the left side of the bike. Instead, the Livewire gives riders a choice between 4 preset modes and 3 user programmable modes for power, throttle sensitivity, traction control, and regenerative braking. Modes are quickly selectable by controls on the right grip. The onboard level 1 charger is in bodywork shaped like a gas tank, with the charge port under what would be the gas cap. The port uses the CSS standard, allowing access to the most common level 2 and level 3 charging stations across North America. It also comes with a level 1 charging cord that will plug into any standard 120 volt outlet. You'll get about 13 miles of range per hour charging on 120 volts, which means you can generally get a full charge overnight. Level 3 DC chargers will push about 120 miles of range into the batteries in only 40 minutes. Harley owners receive free charging at participating charge point stations for 2 years, plus 500 kilowatt hours of free DC charging using the Electrify America network. That's good for roughly 3,000 miles of range. The 15.5 kilowatt hour battery pack is mounted underneath the fake tank for cooling and lower center of gravity. It's wrapped by a cast aluminum heat sink that's finned for air cooling. The battery assembly is backed by a 5-year unlimited mile warranty. The HD Connect phone app lets you monitor charge status remotely, change certain features, and even alert you if someone is tampering with your bike. You can also send turn-by-turn navigation to the 4.3-inch color touchscreen so your phone can stay secured in your pocket instead of riding exposed to the elements in a mount. A huge benefit to electric for seasonal riders is that electric motors don't have any fluids that can shellac or gum up when stored. When you're done riding, just plug the Livewire into a 120 volt outlet and forget about it, whether you're going to ride again the next day or not until the next year. In fact, the Livewire has no engine oil to change, no spark plugs, no air filters, and no primary drive to service. Just regularly inspect the drive belt and brakes and keep air in the tires. That's all there is for maintenance of the Livewire. Harley isn't trying to convert their existing customers to electric. Instead, the Livewire is meant to give electric bike shoppers a home at Harley-Davidson. Part of the invitation includes Livewire setup in stores on dynos like seen here at the Fully Charged Live Expo in Austin, Texas. Though my own motorcycle days are half a lifetime behind me, I appreciated the chance to try out this new torque machine without having to blow the dust off my riding skills.
So this is the 2020 Harley-Davidson Livewire. It's 100% electric. There's no gas. It's completely different than anything else that Harley's ever done. This is a performance machine. It makes 105 horsepower. It weighs 549 pounds. It'll do 0 to 60 in 3 seconds flat. This thing is incredible. It's unlike anything that you've ever ridden before. The sound is completely unique. It does have an audible whine to it, which is really cool. It almost has a jet fighter-like sound. Super easy to ride, and even though it's a very high-performance machine, because it's so easy to ride, a novice rider could hop on this, depending on the mode that they're in, and really make it such an enjoyable experience. I've been riding motorcycles a long time. I've raced motorcycles. I bought one myself, and I can tell you, I love every minute of it. It is
So does this have
unreal.
Traction control?
It does. So the bike has traction control. It has wheelie control. It has rear tire lift mitigation. It has ABS that is active going straight in corners. It is works lightning quick, very, very responsive. Doesn't matter what the weather conditions are. The bike has a rain mode, so if you're riding in the rain, it really sets up the bike exactly how you'd want it to perform in the rain so that you can ride safely and confidently.
Yeah, instant torque with an electric motor.
Instant torque, yeah.
What's a kilowatt hour of the battery?
15.5 kilowatt hour battery. We've got a range of 146 miles in the city, about 96 miles of mixed highway use as well.
What's MSRP?
$30,000.
Okay, now what am I going to get to do here?
So we're going to get to try out the bike and really experience what it's like to ride this on the road. So if you want, you can hop right on the bike and give it a try. So I'm going to run through it here with you. So you got your feet on the pegs. All you have to do, this is your run switch here, so we're going to turn this to on.
Okay.
We're going to let the system boot up really quick. Now it's ready to turn on. So just like a normal gas bike, you have a start button. So you'll push and hold the start button for a second. Now it's on and it's armed, it's ready to go. So currently we are in rain mode. And in rain mode, you can see we've got just a little more than half power available. So whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and hit the throttle there.
And you want me to just red line it?
Nope, do not want to red line it, but just kind of get a feel for the power. So try to keep it about maybe 50 or 60 or so. So just give it a little bit of power. There you go. It gets there pretty quick. So you can let it off. Now the bike does have regenerative braking, so we're in rain mode where it has really low regenerative braking. So I'm going to do something here. I'm going to show you. So this is our power. It's pretty responsive in rain mode. I'm going to give you an idea of what it's like to put this in sport mode. So now we've got 100% of power available to us, and I'm just going to flip the throttle, and I'm not even hitting it full.
Holy!
It gets there very, very quickly.
This has a...
So
what's that?
That is actually this bike is equipped with, it comes from the factory with cruise control on it. And with the cruise control, if you wanted to deactivate it but still keep it ready to arm, you actually roll forward on it, and then it turns it just stops the cruise.
So it's not like regen going
No,
forward.
so the regen is set through your settings, and I'll actually show you some of this stuff. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go into some of the settings here. And it's a touchscreen interface, which is really neat. We'll click our ride modes here. So we've got 4 preset ride modes from the factory. We've got road, sport, rain, and range. Then we can get into the custom mode. So if I click a custom mode, now I can adjust how much power I want, how much regenerative braking we have, and also the throttle sensitivity. We've got 3 levels of traction control that we can choose from. And if you're really feeling sporty, you can push the traction control button and turn it off altogether if you wanted to when you're riding. Yep.
So but the ABS goes out too?
So now normally when it's not on this is the jump start, we call it, when you're on the road, when the bike and you actually ride it, once it rolls and makes a full rotation of the front and rear tires, everything is active, the ABS, the traction control and all that. These lights will then go out.
Got it.
Yep. So a little different when it's on the machine because just the back tire is turning right now.
All right, can I try it in full power mode
Sure
now?
can. So what we'll do here, we're going to exit, and then we're just going to go ahead and turn it on. So now it's on. If you want to go, we're going to get you into sport mode here real quick. Now you're in sport mode. You can go ahead. We'll try to keep it under 100.
That was 97.
That was 97, yep.
Was 97.
Gets there quick.
And there's no shifting.
No shifting.
gearbox.
Nope, you just twist and go.
And I'm just going to get it right at 60. So that's like the cruise sound right there.
Yeah.
Nothing artificial, you're not using
Nope.
anything.
Now,
Real
so here's
organic
something.
sound.
I'll show you here. If you let off altogether, and we'll leave it on. So this Harley they've engineered in here, they call it a haptic pulse, okay? And what they do, it reminds you that the bike is, so you'll notice, you'll feel just a little slight, almost feels like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Do you feel it? You can feel it in the saddle, and usually you can feel it in the
Oh
handlebars.
yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Did you feel it? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No.
So
now that
that's how you know the bike is on. So this thing
I
has
actually
a.
thought somebody bumped the rear tire.
No.
Walking behind me when I first felt it.
So when you're riding the bike and you're sitting at a
Heartbeat of
stoplight,
America, baby.
right there, that's it.
That is great. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, thank you very much. I
Hey,
really
you're very
appreciate
welcome.
For more information about the new Harley-Davidson Livewire, be sure to click the link in the video description. I really appreciate you watching the Tech of Tech, and I hope to see you next time.